Hello and welcome to Buds and Blades. My name is Max. That's
I'm
Indigo.
Indigo.
And I was like, I don't know if I should say your name or whatever, but we are going to be playing the Malady of Minarrh. I'm going to be your dungeon master for this evening. I've played quite a lot of D&D, but I haven't DM'd as much as I've played, so we'll see how it goes. I'm also going to be playing an NPC named Mary Jitterbug. She is a paladin, Oath of Devotion, halfling.
And I've played two campaigns of D&D, so I'm still very new. And I'm gonna be playing Rebekka with two Ks. Um, and she is a Goliath barbarian, currently on her demi-plane tour. She is a bold, loud, and rebellious punk rock girly.
Love. And we'll kick right into this. I want you to imagine a road lined with yellow bricks. I'm just kidding. It's not that. But you are walking through a road that's winding through rolling hills of patches of wildflowers, the kind of countryside that feels untouched by the rush of the wider world. Nestled at a crossroads between kingdoms, Minarrh isn't large, just a cluster of cheerful buildings, a few workshops, and a single tavern where news travels faster between townsfolk than the wind. Rebekka has been hired to perform at the 21st birthday celebration of a girl named Elithenriel Windmere, a well-known high elf bard who moved to Minarrh to unplug and reconnect. Um, from what she said, word of the party had spread, and the whole town seemed ready to gather at the Sunlit Arms for cake, dancing, and a night to remember. But as you approach the town's edge, that excitement vanishes. The banners that once stretched across the road were tattered and drooping. No one greets you, no music, no laughter, just a suffocating quiet, broken only by the sounds of a distant cough.
I turn to Mary and I'm like, I'm spooked.
She goes, me too. Should we keep going though?
And I'm like, yeah, we have to. We have a birthday
um,
party to get to.
you're so right. She's like, Elithenriel told us, to meet her in the town center, so I guess we should just head there next. Um, as you guys are walking through, the townsfolk that you're passing on the streets, are averting their gaze to avoid your eyes, which is exactly what averting your gaze means. So I don't know why I said it twice. Um, or they're ducking into alleyways as you pass by. On the main street, you do see a handful of people up ahead. You see some of them are struggling to walk, being supported by those around them, and you even see a few people on makeshift stretchers. Go ahead and give me a perception check
Okay.
as you see these people. And I'm going to
I
quietly.
got a 4.
Hey, Mary Jitterbug can try.
Please do better next time.
Your dice under the moon or something. Okay, Mary
Literally.
Jitterbug's going to give this a shot. Mary goes, let me put my glasses on. They're already on. Okay, Mary. Mary got a 14. So Mary goes, allow me to see for you. And zooms in like that. And she what she sees and she starts describing to you is the people on the stretchers, she goes, they don't look very good. They look kind of like they're like thrashing about almost in like confusion,
Oh.
and their eyes are bloodshot red.
Oh.
And you see a few of the people who are kind of struggling to walk. They're like they're shivering. Even though it's a spring, like a lovely spring day. Um and that's what Mary Jitterbug sees, and she tells you
I'm
all of
like,
that word for word.
Mary, don't get too close to them.
Yeah, she goes, actually, let me put on my mask, and puts on an N95.
I turn and I'm like, Oi! What's happening?
As you shout oi at them, one of the guys who is carrying a stretcher, drops it and
Oh no.
are you trying to intimidate these people or just like ask a question?
Just ask a
Okay.
question.
He's gonna turn around and go, "My God, you must be Rebekka. I only know of a single giant traveling with a halfling, so you must be Rebekka and marry Jitterbug." Um, and goes to pick up the stretcher that he's dropped off the ground, and goes like, "Stay back. We don't know how it travels, but they're sick."
Oh.
And Mary goes, I fucking knew it, and grabs the sprayable Lysol, disinfectant, and starts spraying the air in front of you guys.
I step behind her.
He goes, "Are you looking for Elefenriel? She's at the temple.
Okay, thank you.
That's
We'll
the
head.
only place you're safe. You got to go to the temple."
Okay, thank
Um,
you.
you do see them also heading towards the temple.
Wait, are you going to the temple?
We're going to a different. It's like that thing when you're like, okay, bye, and then you like are walking the same way. It's like, oh wait, no, I mean we're going to a different part of the temple, but like, it's like kind of along the way, but like we'll see you later, I guess. Um,
Okay, just
and
making sure.
you guys head to the temple. Um, so as you guys are walking through the town, Mary like pulls out her planner and is like kind of going through her notes for this gig. And it's like it's her 21st birthday tomorrow. She's invited a bunch of her friends. They're all coming out of town to visit, but also the townsfolk are coming in. So this is gonna be a pretty big show. You know, you're gonna have your set list. Do you like, what songs you want to play? I was just gonna say like maybe don't play like "Fuck God, Get Money." Like maybe that one like we table
Okay.
because they're kind of religious here. And like most places are like they've got like the pantheon, right? They're like monotheistic here. I don't know why she's talking like that. That's not her voice. She's like they're monotheistic here.
What does that mean?
They only worship a single god.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, as you guys are, she's kind of like filling you in on like what's going on. You see like most of the houses around you are like boarded up. And it's just very quiet in this town. And as you turn the corner to reach the temple, you see the temple. Um, Crazy enough. It's huge. You honestly like don't know how you missed it on your way in because it looms over the city. It's made of marble with slivers of gold and gems encrusted all over it. It feels very out of place, but as you approach it, you feel comforted already. And as you're walking up, you see a woman in blue robes and a wimple, which is that like medical hat thing.
Uh-huh.
That like is like drapey medical hat. She is standing on the steps. She go, "Wimple."
Yeah.
Everyone pull one up for Wimples right now.
Put it on right now. I know you have them.
Everyone put your Wimples up. You at the concert tomorrow. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No,
Um
literally.
as you approach, you see a woman in a wimple, and she is praying over, not over, but with some townsfolk outside. How do you approach?
Um, I go, hello. And when I get her attention, I wink at her and I was like, we were looking for Electra. And
Who's Electro?
well, my whole bit is that I can't remember
Oh,
people's
right.
names.
Okay. I was
Because
like,
I have so much like brain damage from all the moshing I've done.
okay, she's gonna try to see if she can figure out who you're talking about. She's gonna go, "Hi, Electra." She got a 6. She goes, "I don't know anyone by the name of Electra.
I could be wrong about the name. It was
Okay,
like It starts with the EL.
Elethenriel. Yes.
Oh, I was so close.
You were so close. Yeah, so
Yeah.
close. My name is Arasha. Let me take you in. It's not safe out here. Let me bring you in.
What?
And she guides you inside. She goes, it's a lot. I'm sure Elethenriel will fill you in. You guys are the performers. You're the performer, correct?
Yeah.
And Mary goes, I am not a performer. I am a manager.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my manager.
and Arash goes, my apologies. Elethenriel told us that you were coming, but she had no way to send a letter out to you as her postman is no longer with us. So, please come with me. And takes you inside. As you enter the temple, it is just as beautiful inside as it is on the outside. You see that there is like plants everywhere, and there are like ornate like gold hangings, and the air is thick with the smell of like incense and lavender. And the people around you seem stressed. They look very stressed and like they have not relaxed them in. So, but through all that comes a shriek to the highest degree. Like dogs 6 miles away heard it. You hear like, oh my god, it's Rebekka. And you see this gorgeous elven woman. I mean, her long silvery hair is like wavy and flowing behind her. She's got little braids braided like down randomly with like flowers and like trinkets in her hair. She is wearing like very like cottagecore on the farm-esque outfits, but you see that she's got like a full set of nails on. She's got like some like work done on her face. She looks stunning. And she is like above everyone else looking so stressed and scared. She does not show that at all. And she grabs your hands and does that like to you, and she's like, I'm so glad you're here. I was not able to get a message out. So I'm so glad you made it here.
Yeah, glad to be here, I think.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. It's kind of crazy here. Yeah, so like here's the thing is like tomorrow, I don't know like if you know this, but like tomorrow is my 21st birthday, and you only get like one 21st birthday.
Yeah,
So like this sickness is not gonna ruin my 21st birthday. Um
for
so
sure.
like could you like, and she like does that thing where she like looks up at you through her lashes and like bats her lashes, and she's like, do you think you could like maybe solve this problem? Not just for me, but for all of Minarrh. But like also me.
Um,
And she just like stares, like maintains heavy eye contact as she's like holding your hand.
Let me talk to my manager real fast.
Absolutely. Like I've got a manager, even though I'm unplugging and like reconnecting with nature. Like I still like am in contact with my manager. So like totally get it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mary like shuffles to the side, like and is like on her tippy toes is like, "Psst, what are you thinking, boss?"
Like, I crouched down because I'm so tall.
Yeah, your head
Um,
is nearing the ceiling.
I'm like, I'm down to do it, but I feel like we should get money. I don't really care about honor.
So Mary goes, well, she is already paying us, and like opens her planner and like looks and is like 500 gold to perform. So maybe like she'll like add on a tip to that, you know?
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Okay, okay. She closes, zippers her book, puts it away, and is like, all right, do you want me to go talk to her as your business associate?
Yeah, I think that would make us look really professional.
Okay, okay. She goes, and like kind of walks over with her little arms. And she goes, Elethanriel, right? And she's like, yeah, you must be the manager. Mm, Mothra? And Mary goes, Mary? She goes, that's it. Yeah. My people called your people. Um, and Mary goes, so we agree to solve this sickness question mark. As long as we will be financially compensated along with our performance. And she goes, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about money. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And then she goes, if you guys want to like get the details, like the church guy, like he'll probably like he'll know. He knows what's going on more than I do. I'm just like they told me I like shouldn't be in my home because like they don't know where it's coming from. So I'm like having to sleep here with like everyone else. So, and you see like in the back, like you see like rows of bunks behind like where you guys are having this conversation, and most of them are just like kind of like people have like a single blanket. Hers is like she bought her like bedding from home. So it's like fluffy pink and like green gingham sheets and like there's like a canopy around it. It's just like firelight around it. And she's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna go take a nap or something. Let me know when you fixed it. Bye. And then walks away. Mary turns to you and she goes, ugh, what a load of work, am I right?
I'm like, yeah, that was so fucked up that she didn't know your name.
She goes, that's the life of being manager.
God bless you, Mary.
God bless you, Rebekka. Who said?
I don't know.
Who knows? So, as you guys are having this conversation, you see Arasha is coming back over, and she's like, so sorry. I don't mean to eavesdrop. But I did overhear that you're maybe willing to help us.
I wink at her again.
She
And
blushes.
I'm
She's
like,
like, oh my
you
god.
heard right.
Okay, well, so I'll bring you to Jamesy. He can explain more of what's going on better than I can. I'm just a nurse, but I'm just a priestess. No, she's not. What is she? A temple attendant. What would you call that? Just a temple attendant. She goes, I'm
Yeah.
just a temple attendant. I Jamesy will know more. Um, and so she is going to lead you into the temple room, the church room, the main room.
Oh yeah.
You were kind of in like a side room for the church. Um, as you go into the main room, you see that there is a cordoned off area to the side behind with some sheets that you hear coughing coming from. And you see Jamesy, who is standing in his priest robes at the front, and is praying over a large group of people. And you see magic is swirling around the room. You get the sense that he is trying to heal and heal a large group of people, but it doesn't look like it is working as well as he hoped. Um, so you see some other clerics that are individually helping patients, but he is doing like a mass spell, chanting. And as you guys are walking in, he finishes the spell. At that same moment, two people rush in from the front doors, and they have black ooze coming out of their eyes. They
Oh
are
my
screaming
god.
frantic gibberish, and they dissolve into a sizzling
What?
puddle of black ooze. Roll for initiative.
I oh wait, I turn to Mary and I go gulp.
So Mary goes gulp down. So while you roll, and while I get everything kind of set up, combat wise, what'd you roll?
I got a 2, so a 3.
Okay, so
That's
you got a
sick.
3.
That's actually sick. These dice, you're bad. Bad dice.
Okay, let me roll Rebekka, or not Rebekka's. Let me roll Mary's. She also rolled a 3, but she has a +1, so a 4. Okay.
We're gonna die by the ooze.
I'm a little worried. Okay, actually, if it helps, the oozes also rolled bad. So
Okay.
So Jamesy is gonna go first. So he is going to cast healing word in an attempt to maybe actually that's a lie. No, he's not. He's going to cast a spell on one of them. Um from far. It looks like golden radiance is shooting out of his hand towards the sky. And it does not hit. It ricochets off the
Oh
ooze.
no.
This is what I was gonna say. I was gonna tell you kind of where we're at right now. So as the oozes start to ooze, the temple clerics lead everyone far away. You are on the left side of the room. The priest is at the front and the oozes are in the back. So you are kind of in between both of them right now. In between and to the side, to the back.
Mhm.
So the priest shoots out, they're straight ahead of him. He does not hit. So he's going to roll again. That hits though. So you see he shoots out and hits an ooze. Ooze A, we'll say, for 11 points of damage. You see it kind of like staggers back and is like makes like a noise.
Sick.
Sick and twisted. But then it's his turn. So the ooze is going to move forward 10 feet.
So scary.
And then um go ahead and give me a intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
It is going to psychically try to crush you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Intelligence is at the top. Okay. These dice are cursed. I got a 3, but a +1.
So
So
you
4.
are going to take 13 damage.
Oh my god. Okay,
Um,
let me do
as
that.
you just get a searing pain as if someone is like crushing and wringing out your brain. Um, and that is all it can do. The next one is going to try to do the same. So go ahead and give me another
Me?
DC. You're in
There's
front.
other people in the room.
It's you, the priest, and Mary
The
Jitterbug.
priest.
The priest.
Okay, fine.
And you
Okay.
are much bigger than Mary Jitterbug, so they're gonna go
Yeah, I'll
through you
take it.
first. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that time it was a 9 plus 1, 10.
That saves. So it tries to crush your brain. How do you fight that off? Do you just like flex it off?
Can I use my axe base
Yeah. How do
to
you
I just
just
use it to
bat it
shield.
away?
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
just bat it away.
Um, all right, that is now Mary Jitterbug's turn. And you know what my girl's gonna do? She is gonna come out from behind you and run towards one of the oozes. The ooze that got you. And say, "Stay away from my friend!" and try to stab this ooze. She got a nat 20. So she's gonna do max
Yes,
damage.
Mary!
So how we're going to be doing crits on this is if you crit, you get to roll, you get your normal damage dice, and then you get an additional one as well. So you basically roll double your dice.
What's a crit?
Crit is a nat 20,
Oh, I
or
see.
nat 1 is a critical miss, but critical hits will you get double dice basically.
Oh, I see.
Um
Okay.
as a little it's like a reward. Um and she's gonna throw a little smite on that. So that is going to be 2d6, 3d6 actually, because she crit. 6, 5, and 6. That's literally crazy. Okay, so she does 17 damage. Don't mess with my friend! And spears through the ooze. And this ooze is not looking good. Um, Okay. And now, does she have a bonus action? Let's see. Bear with us, guys, as we get used to these characters. First time playing them. So I've only played a paladin in Baldur's Gate. So, and this is your first time playing bard or barbarian.
Yeah.
So give us grace while we get used to it. Um, yeah, that's actually all she's gonna do. All right, it's now Rebekka's turn.
Um, can I go into a rage?
Yeah. What does
Okay.
it look like as you enter a rage? Give us a visual.
Um, I see Mary doing so well, and I'm just like, yeah, let's party. And I start like jumping as if I'm gonna go mosh the last remain or like the ooze that's not doing so well. Did he
Okay.
die?
He's not dead, but he is, I would say, near death's door.
Yeah, so I start like jumping as if I'm gonna like start like heading his way to go mosh with him.
Hell yeah. So then what do you want to do with your turn? So that was a bonus action. So you get one action. So if you want to hit the ooze, you can.
Yeah, so I go and I try to hit the ooze with my axe base. Or
Okay,
what
so
is it?
you'll roll to
Yeah.
hit. So you'll add +6.
What's it? It's a D20 plus 6.
D20 to hit, and then you'll roll your damage if you succeed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so first roll the D20 and then add 6 to it.
11.
11 plus 6, 17. I'm like, I actually don't have their AC memorized, but that is gonna hit. Oh, yeah, their oozes. It's a 9. So yeah, that's gonna hit. So go ahead and roll your damage dice. That's gonna
Okay.
be a D12
D6.
plus
Oh,
3. Sorry, I said D6. D6 is for mine. D12. One of
okay.
the only reasons for a D12 in the game is actually an axe.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I never use a D12.
I got a 5.
A 5
Like
plus
with the
3.
3.
Oh, with
No, with
3?
the 3.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
gonna do 5 damage. It does not die, but you do see it like melting almost, beginning to melt. Um, and that is gonna bring us back to the priest. He is going to shoot another radiant flame, and we'll see if he's able to hit. That hits. He is going to do another 11 damage to the one that you guys have not hit yet. Um, and he is just gonna shout, "Thanks for your help." Get him, get him. I don't know what he would say. He's
That's
like,
so funny.
he just shoots a thumbs up. And then next is the ooze that is not doing well. He is going to try to attack you yet again. Go ahead and give me a um sorry, it's not showing me. Okay. Go ahead and give me another intelligence saving. Actually, no, you're in front of him. He's gonna try to spit some acid at you. So he's
Oh my
gonna
gosh.
roll to hit you. And that is going to hit for 15 damage. He
Oh
spits
my
acid all over your face.
god. It burns.
And I will say you will have a disadvantage on intelligence saving throws.
Okay.
So if you do one of those, you will roll with disadvantage. And then it's going to try to attack you again.
Cool, cool.
What's your armor class?
15.
It does not hit you. It tries to spit acid at you again, but you are able to dodge it. The next ooze is going to try to psychically crush the priest. The priest has
They
to
can
do
do that?
what?
They have psychic powers too? What the heck?
That is gonna hit the priest. Or the priest. Oh wait, no, hold on. What's his saving throws? I'd be forgetting what I'm doing sometimes. I promise I'm locking in though. The priest does not succeed, so he is going to take 11 damage. And you see the priest like grab his head and like scream. But he's still looking okay. He's still looking fine. And it is now Mary's turn. Mary is once again going to stab her or try to stab her javelin. And that will hit. And for 4. This guy is truly like hanging on by a thread. this one ooze. The other ooze still looks good. He's still oozing along. Okay. So, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to try to slash, like cut through the dying one
Okay. So,
that I'm closest to.
okay, perfect. Let me know if you hit him.
Okay. My D20, right?
Yeah. And then you
Sorry.
add 6 to it.
I got a nat 1.
You can use a
So,
luck point.
okay.
You might want to.
Yeah, I'm going to. Come on, do better. I believe in you.
Yeah. You also could have used a bardic, but plus, if it was the highest of 8, you still wouldn't have hit. So a lucky is better. What'd you
I
get?
see. I got a 13.
13 hits.
Plus 3,
Yeah.
so 16.
Or plus 6, actually. So you got 18. So that super hits. Go ahead and roll your
Oh no, I got
D12.
19.
Oh, 19. I can't do
Yeah.
math.
You're good.
Go ahead and roll your D12 plus 3.
Okay.
Regardless, actually, you don't need, I mean, you can see what you rolled, but you're gonna slice through this thing regardless.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. As you want to slice through it with your axe, tell me how
Yeah.
you kill this ooze.
So I'm standing in front of it, and I just take my battle axe. It's probably already in my hand.
Do you want to describe what your axe, because it is
Oh
you
yeah.
can describe however you want to describe it. You don't have to follow the description in the item, but
I like the description
okay.
that it has.
Okay.
Okay, so my axe base is a gray axe made of dark red iron. The pommel of the axe is the head of a bass guitar and has strings going towards the middle of the axe blades. It plays like an electric guitar. So yeah, my guitar it's basically like an axe slash bass.
Very cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, you slice through them and that ooze dissipates. At that, the other ooze from out of nowhere drips into the floor and disappears.
Woo!
Woo! First combat. As combat comes to a close, we find ourselves, the black goo of these guys is falling through the floor. The townsfolk around, who had been running away, crouching under tables, cowering in fear. Everyone starts to kind of come back to normal. As you see, Arasha is running around, healing if anyone, was caught in any like fire or anything. And you see the priest walking over. He is an older man. He's tall, thin, and like a little hunched over. He looks very out of breath. He's got brown hair peppered with gray streaks. And his beard is grown out and uneven, like he just has not been able to shave for a minute. Go ahead and give me an insight check on him.
Okay. I got a 15.
15. So you see his hands as he approaches you are trembling. Um, could be age, could be nerves, you guys were just in a fight. Or it could be something else. He's got very deep bags under his eyes as well. He has a smile on, very much reassuring people as he passes them. Like, oh, it's gonna be okay, like, we're safe now. But you see that past that, there is a very physical exhaustion. Um, and as he approaches you, you smell him a little bit, as one does when someone comes near. And he's got, he smells very strongly of incense, but there's also almost a rotting smell. Not strong, but just a little bit. And he comes forward and he goes, you guys saved our lives. Thank you so much. And he goes to shake both of your guys' hands.
I'm like, honestly, it was really easy. We just partied hard and got it done.
Well, I'm glad you were able to enjoy yourselves within it. Things have been pretty bleak here recently, and your help is so so thanked. Mary Jitterbug just like does a little salute. And she's carrying her sword. She's like wiping the black ooze off of it. And he he says like, is there anything I can do to thank you guys, to help repay you guys?
Um, no. Solving your problem was enough reward.
Well, I would like to think that my problems are solved, but you see he kind of gets like suddenly, as if reminded of very solemn things, eyes go dark and is like, my problems are unfortunately nowhere near solved, but that is what it is. We are doing our best with what we can. um I can't ask you guys to help more than you already have.
Wait, there's more?
What do you mean?
Like, we were hired to fix it, so if there's more, how much more is there?
Oh, that's just what happens to people when they've become ill with this.
What? All of these people are gonna turn into black blobs like that?
You see he there's so many people around, he's like, let's go talk in my office. He signals over to Arasha, who is still helping with people, and he goes, Arasha, make sure no one interrupts us. And she bows her head to them as he whisks you guys down a hallway into his office. You see that this office is messy, not in a way that it seems very much like he has not had a moment to clean it, kind of thing. There's coffee cups stacked in this world, I guess. There's coffee cups. And I'm imagining like coffee cups and banana peels, weirdly, like are kind of just
Oh.
everywhere. He's only eating quick snacks and is drinking a lot of coffee. You get the sense that he is not sleeping or eating very well. And he sits you down, or shows you some seats and says, thank you for helping out. Things are much darker here than they seem. So about 2 weeks ago, something happened. He looks really confused in this moment of like, I don't know where it came from, but townsfolk became sick with this disease, and we're not sure what's causing it. However, we kind of had a handle on it until my daughter, Kieran, she was kidnapped. She's gone. She disappeared. You see like tears are coming to his eyes. She disappeared from her room in the temple in the middle of the night about 2 nights ago. No signs of a struggle, no message left, just fully disappeared. She is a healer, and you see like he looks so proud as he's talking about her. Like, she is the best healer in this town. She was saving so many lives. And since she's gone missing, more and more people are turning into what we saw before and dying. This morning, I got a message from the Thieves Guild. They are trying to, I believe, kill us off by letting us succumb to this. They requested $10,000 for her to be brought back. 10,000 gold, not dollar. I don't know what a dollar is. If I had to imagine, I would guess it's similar to gold. But they requested 10,000 gold. I couldn't make that in 10 lifetimes. I'm just a priest. I can, however, give you guys $500 if you can track her.
Dollars. You have some of those or you don't? Make up your mind,
He
man.
goes, I haven't slept in so long. I think I'm making things up. I can give you 500 gold if you can find her. It's all the money we have left in the temple. But she, and you see he starts to cry. You have to understand. She is all we have. Our town is sick. It's dying. The only thing we can do right now is pray. And that's what we have been offering here. We've been telling people, come here, pray. It makes a difference. But I don't think it'll make enough of a difference if I don't get my daughter back. I can't I can't do this alone. And he like is breaking down. He's like, I can't do this without her.
I'm like, there. I'm crouching down. I'm patting his back. I'm like, we'll find her, and you don't
he
have to pay us.
he looks up so like genuinely like thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
He
did you see how terrible those blobs were?
he like fully just starts weeping. You see a man who is just scared, misses his daughter. You don't see any like other photos on his desk besides photos of him and her, so it very much seems like they really only have each other here. Um, and he goes, I can give you things to help though. And he pulls out from one of his drawers a necklace of prayer beads. And he hands it to you, and he's like, take this. Um, it will help you.
Thank you.
Um, and he tells you, feel free to look around her room. It's here in the temple. I can have Arasha show you. But thank you so much. Bonobros will smile down kindly upon you. And that's where we'll end our episode.
That was so good, Max.
Thank you.
That
I
was
was very
fun.
nervous.
No, you did good.
Thank you. I do feel like we have to address the elephant in the room.
My phone died last night, so we had to pick up again and the next day.
But you know what? We made it here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna like have a little chit chat riff raft post show on kind of how we felt about everything.
Yeah.
Just how did it feel playing Rebekka?
Honestly, I feel like I've said this before, but like I have such a hard time putting myself in the brain of someone who's not me. And so like in my head, like Rebekka was this like loud, kind of offensive, like just rowdy, rebellious girl. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that in these situations. Like this man is telling me about his daughter that he's missing, and I'm supposed to be like, I can't be like that. That's so rude. Like, so I'm like trying to figure out how to make my character fit with what I thought she was gonna be versus what I actually feel like she should be in the situations that she's in. Like, I don't know.
I will say like that is very much something that I would say most people struggle with in D&D is like how the fuck does my character react to this? Because like I know how I would react, but
Yeah.
how does this person react? And one, I think it comes along with playing your character for longer and longer. I mean, this is the first session, but also I think like with playing someone who's like bold, loud, rebellious, you could be someone who doesn't get boundaries. And so maybe it's like you're also a giant. So it's like you could play into that of like you pick him up and cradle him like a baby. You don't get boundaries because you're loud and abrasive. And so it's like trying to find like, okay, well, if I was 9 foot tall and didn't and I was just loud, this person is saying something so emotional. I do think you played it off well because it's like, yeah, what are you gonna? I mean, I actually didn't expect you to say you do it for free.
Yeah, I was just like in my head, I was like, you know what? Just because she's loud and rebellious doesn't mean that like something can't touch her heart. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, I was like, with that, her heart was touched, especially with like, I was like trying to play it off like, oh, she was so in shock with how bad things were that she was like, no, like it's so bad, like I definitely need to help you guys.
yeah. Which I thought that was so kind. I was like, that's so sweet. Normally I feel like in my games that I've played with you and like our friend Bailey, you guys are straight up like you guys are. I wouldn't say you're murder hobos because you guys don't really like combat, but you just do like getting a lot of money. And like someone will
Yeah,
be
and we
like,
won't do anything
please,
for free.
my mother is dying, and you're like, well, that sounds like 1,000 gold to me. So I made the price point high because I was like, I've got to make sure she's down to do this.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah,
fun.
that was really good. What about you? How'd you feel playing Mary Jitterbug?
It's honestly kind of difficult because I'm balancing like running the game and then also like trying to play her feels a little difficult, so it's something I'm definitely going to need to get into. However, I normally to get into a character, I make a playlist and I make a Pinterest board. And before I get ready, the last 10 minutes before D&D starts, I will listen to that playlist while looking through my Pinterest board, and that really gets me into the mindset of my character. And I don't have a Pinterest board or a playlist for Mary Jitterbug yet. And so I almost feel like I need to do that in order to like get there with Mary, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good idea. Yeah. You start like
Yeah,
method acting. You
truly. I
just
do
like
think
start having carrying around a what is it called?
she's
Not a
got a
cardboard.
javelin.
Yeah.
I kind of want to reskin that, which I would say, I mean, it's kind of hard because this is like only a 3 session game, so maybe I will say no reskinning. But normally when I play like D&D, I'm like it takes a second to get into character if you're playing in a long-term campaign. So I'm like you have like the first 3 sessions to like adjust things as you see fit, because you may be like, actually I fucking hate playing this character. I hate playing this class. I don't want to do it anymore. So it's like you
Yeah.
should get to, because you've never tried it before. So,
Yeah.
but since this is such a short game, I'm like, I can have a javelin for the next like 2 games.
Yeah.
But I was like, I do think it would be really funny if she had like a great sword that was bigger than her. I'm like, that would be so cute. So I don't know
Yeah.
why I didn't do that.
That would be
But
really cute.
yeah.
That's so funny.
Um what was your
Um,
like, did you have any moments that like you were like really not expecting?
when they turned into blobs. I
Yeah.
genuinely was shocked. I thought they were just gonna be ill, and then when they turned into something scary and it burned me or like it attacked me like
Oh,
off
it
rip.
psychically attacked you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, what the heck? I was not expecting a battle right now. I don't know why. I wasn't expecting a battle.
Yeah, I was really torn up like deciding if I should do it or not, because I know that you personally are not the largest fan of combat, but I do think it is interesting as soon as I get better about managing it. I think listening to combat is exciting, and I feel like it sets a higher sense of stakes for a game.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I think I'll include it. But for anyone wondering, like stat blocks, I used Psychic Ooze stat blocks from the Monster Manual. And so yeah, they were just like gelatinous, oozy gray things. But for this one, they were like dark, oozy black ichor, and like bleeding from their eyes. I thought was like, so when I first read it, I was like, oh my god, this is
Yeah, I was
terrifying.
scared.
Yeah, I thought those were really fun.
That's so fun. Um, was there anything that you had planned that it didn't go like how you thought it would?
I didn't think you were going to um I guess expecting you playing a barbarian and your previous things. I guess I was just surprised that you were like really leaning into like kindness and like empathy in this game, because you are very much like that in real life. I don't want it to seem like Indigo is not like that in real life. She is. It's just normally in D&D she's
I
not, and
played
so
the exact opposite.
yeah. And so it was just I was just like, oh my god. But then I was like, actually, you know what? That's just I'm gonna play my shock into this character.
I
Um,
want to play more wild card, but it just feels like not the time. People are dying, and I'm
I
gonna
think
be like cracking jokes and winking at people.
I okay, here's the thing is I think there is a way to be a wild card. I think a really good example of this is, and this could be, I'm just a huge NADPOD fan, but you maybe try giving it a listen to. They do talk really heavily about dragon pussy for like the first 10 minutes in the first episode.
Oh,
You kind of just have to get past dragon pussy to like make it through. Actually, or ride with it. I thought it was hilarious, but it's kind of a like a checkpoint. But all three of them play pretty crazy characters. I mean, like one of them like tries to prank a god and like gets thrown off a like wizard's tower and breaks both of his legs. So it's like they are super goofy and insane, but they balance it really well. Those are a good one. Or any character that Allie Beardsley plays in Dimension 20, which you started Fantasy High.
Yeah.
Any character of theirs, I would say, they play crazy very
They
well.
do, and they're very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Same with Emily, who plays Moonshine in NADPOD. Emily is Fig in Dimension 20.
Oh, yeah.
Also plays Insane very well in that game as Fig.
Yeah. She's
So
so funny.
yeah.
Dang. Okay.
What are you most excited for or like nervous for the upcoming
I
story?
feel really nervous about, like, figuring out a solution to this problem because this illness seems insane. Like, I was joking, like, that was it, right? Like, you're welcome, we solved your problem, that was enough payment for me. Like, I was just joking. And I was just like, dude, this problem is extensive. Like, I don't know if we have the power to do this.
You just showed up to like play at a party, which like
No, literally.
in the original, like in the written story, it's like they can either like be that could be a stop along their way and they're adventurers, or like they're originally from Minarrh and someone from home writes for help. But I was like, you are like a traveling musician. Like, I feel like I have to take advantage of that and like incorporate that into this. So then I was like, it'll be really fun to like make like a really like influencer like NPC who is like really wants you to play at her birthday and
I
like
love
doesn't
that.
care about like really what's happening because it's like her birthday.
It's like
Um
COVID.
yeah, I was very much channeling Vanessa Hudgens and like people are gonna die anyways. So like I was very much channeling Vanessa in that moment.
That's hilarious.
Because I was like, you being a traveling musician is such a fun backstory. So yeah.
Dude, the funny part, or like one part that was cracking me up, is when we found out everyone was ill and Mary was like spraying the Clorox spray, and we were just like, ew.
Ooh. I think playing a germaphobe in fantasy times is so funny because it's like, what do you mean you shit in a bucket? Like,
Yeah.
be so for real. You cannot be a
That's so
germaphobe.
funny.
And so I think that's really funny. I just playing because you've mentioned that the person and that Rebekka is inspired by is a musician, which
Yeah.
remind me of the name of the musician again or the
Um,
band.
Amel and the Sniffers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um Mary Jitterbug is inspired by in Smosh they have a D&D game. And Angela Giaratana, love of my life, plays Bug, who's a little goblin. But Bug is very much trying to prove themselves. And then Beverly is like from NADPOD is like a good boy and he's a paladin and he's like a little green teen, like what is it, Boy Scout. And I'm like, I
Uh-huh.
really feel like Mary Jitterbug is a mix of both of them. Like, she is good, she is trying to help her best friend, and she is really trying her best. And her boots are a little too big for her britches, and I don't even know what that means, but that's Mary Jitterbug. But yeah. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. Maybe we'll do a Q&A.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. And that's gonna wrap up, I think, this first session of Buds and Blades.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.